Undead, directly associated with the school of necromancy and are necrotic adjacent. So kind of the definition of what an undead creature is are dead creatures given the semblance of life again. They're often evil aligned and either don't speak or understand languages or only can do those that they have known in life. This is very kind of similar to constructs, as you'll kind of find with a lot of things. They are, also is in the fact that many healing spells don't work on them. We almost got undead PCs with Vanderverkens, but they changed. They changed it back a last minute, like Dampier and Reborn. But since those have two types, also humanoid, those would have still been able to heal. So cure wounds, mass cure wounds, healing word, massing word, heal, prayer of healing, power word heal, and spare the dying don't work on undead. But others like good bury and life transference, of course, work just fine. Additionally, raise dead and revivify do not work on undead creatures, but true resurrection does. Return to the target to its form before it became undead. Undead and constructs are the forms that shape change can't change into. An undead has disadvantage against the chill touch spell save. Gentle repose prevents a creature from becoming undead, so does the funeral ability of ceremony. Forbiddance, anti-life shell, temple of gods, dispel, protection from evil, good, and hallow restricts undead, and the spell effect of holy aura. Divine sense and detect evil, commune with nature. These all reveal undead. They have dis on the save for sunbeam and sunburst, which is kind of fun, like vampire stuff. And then radiant, anti-undead radiant effects in general. Though being undead is actually beneficial for several spells, mainly necromancy, unaffected by phantasmal force, command, sleep. Hold monsters, speak with dead, ironically. Abydasm's horror, wilting, blight, negative energy flood. So these all don't affect undead, and then negative energy flood allows an undead to heal instead of taking damage when hit by it. Spells that summon dead include summon undead, create undead, animate dead, dance macabre, finger of death creates a zombie if it goes humanoid, and same goes for negative energy flood. Class abilities that involve undead include turn undead, destroy undead, the Oathbreakers, or of hate, which gives plus charisma damage to fiends and undead. The Oathbreakers channel divinity, control undead, which allows you to attempt to control an undead if CR less than or equal to your level. The necromancer wizard's ability undead. Thrall's ability allows you to increase the damage of your undead equal to your proficiency bonus, and the command undead allows you to take control of low intelligence undead. Smites deal an extra d8 damage to undead. Devotion paladins turn the faithless and holy nimbus abilities work against undead. The undying warlocks undead have to make a wiz save if they attempt to harm you, or their attacks fail. Common traits of the undead include the lack of need to eat, drink, or breathe, or sleep, as shown with the undead warlocks. Undying nature and reborn's deathless nature. When an ability exclusive undead is turn immunity, which since it is normally only targeted towards undead. Another ability is undead fortitude, which gives them a chance to come back at 1 HP after they drop to 0. And incorporeal movement to move in walls with like ghost undead. Undeads include zombies, liches, mummies, skeletal creatures like bone claws, bone nagas, skeletons, etc. Whites, drowned creatures, return creatures, undead or undying creatures, kind of like in that name, you know. Ghouls, ghasts, and revenants. Most undead are resistant or immune to necrotic and poison damage, and many are also resistant to cold. More undead are ghosts, specters, poltergeists, and miscellaneous like shadows, banshees, ghouls, ghasts, and revenants. So the necrotic and poison makes sense. You can't really have your organs fail if you're already dead and they're already failed. Necrotic, of course, is like the decay of life; they're already decayed. And then cold is kind of a fun one because it's like cold does like normally it's like it impairs functions, but and then a lot of undead have themed kind of like these are the damages types that they also deal too. Like they poison, they do necrotic, they do cold. Most are immune to the poison condition, some to the charmed and frightened. Some undead are vulnerable to radiant and occasional bludgeoning vulnerability in terms of like skeletons. Undead deal a lot of necrotic, and cold and poison, like I mentioned, and often abilities tied to necrotic and necromancy, like summoning enemies back to they're killed, draining life from them, reducing max HP, and death effects like undead fortitude or explosions upon death. They often attack with touch or bite attacks, very natural weapon style that often had add-ons that weaken or drain. All in all, undead are one of the more like defensible and supported types in the game. With like you can often plan against undead really well. And then if you want to be necromancer and have undead, you can do that. And then so there's a lot of like DM and player options with undead, which are always nice. There's a lot of fun flavor abilities and string interactions with them as well. So I would definitely say go with it. Undead are good.